I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the wrist I was never.
Well, the summer beach weather may be long gone, but still a tremendous afternoon for football here in Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Set. Check.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Check curls, check 22 jet bomber, 22.
Here's Warner. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Pilot, 64, goodbye.
And that's complete to Cooks. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11. Now it's Gurley, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready up.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Snap.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. Now Warner. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. It was Troy Hill that time in on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Go.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A play fake. Now Warner. He'll buy some time right. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that. But, well, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Warner from the gun. Airing it out deep for Woods. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Warner to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, This is going to be the result every time.
To throw, Warner. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 6 there on first. Warner. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, high 7. Go.
Out of the gun, here's Warner. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Now Gurley. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Wilson leaves this one with Penning, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, here's Penning. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But now it'll be third down. The Rams on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11.
Check it. Hey, lock it. Hey, orbit. Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. All you get is a headache. Lee Griffin.
Now Warner. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Looking for Woods that time. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
That's how we do it, baby.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
And Myers able to knock it through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Hey, Alpha. Mike 54. Get it.
Throwing again. Warner. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. back to throw. Warner. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking to throw. Warner. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You better be afraid of me.
2nd and 6. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Wilson. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All day. Hey, watch that. Check it out.
To throw again, Warner. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Hey, watch the slant. Safety screen.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Still got 4 down, 4 down.
Wilson throwing again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Play action. Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Come to my world.
Tempo.
Second half begins with a run from Penny. The tackle there by John Johnson. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They can't hang with us. Switch. Whip. Watch the
Protein spill. Deep grip.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
218, chop. Ready.
From the gun on third down. Warner flushed out right. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to fight from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
Everyone, Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Wilson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
To throw again is Wilson. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 33. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
No. Off. Check nickel.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. He'll find Metcalf. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They come out here in the eye. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Penny will try to punch it in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Bring it. Bring it. Check to the pit. Check.
On second and goal. Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
Zebra. He's got double up.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown. Offensively, are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Ready, break. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. You better bring it. You better bring it. Shoot.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A 1-yard pickup brings up third.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Warner from the gun, eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
He's coming.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Warner. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Hey, echo.
On 4th down, Warner. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season.
3rd down and 6.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, wahoo! Get it!
Here's Warner. And that one's complete to Gurley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious. With that lead here in the second half. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's David Long, the rookie from Michigan, who picked it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Warner. He gets it to Cooks. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Warner to throw. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get out to the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to bring up a second and forever. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On second down, it's Henderson. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Play action. It's Warner. They got a man. It's Woods. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
1st and 10.
Hey,
That one looks like he'll throw here. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.